Here at FastTrackFBA, we are committed to delivering you great content about growing your Amazon business, finding new deals, working with VAs, and so much more. But you know what? Sending on Amazon isn't just how to. Half of the battle is in here, it's in our mindset. So today we're going to go through 3 great entrepreneurs, and what I will say is watch them all. Number 3 is my favorite. For the first video, they say time is gold, and yes, they are right. Let's watch this video from Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk.
Tesla, like, what does your time look like there?
Yeah, so that's a good question. I think a lot of people think I must spend a lot of time with media or on businessy things, but actually almost all my time, like 80% of it is spent on engineering and design. So it's developing next generation product. That's 80% of it.
You probably don't remember this. A very long time ago, many years, you took me on a tour of SpaceX. And the most impressive thing was that you knew every detail of the rocket and every piece of engineering that went into it. And I don't think many people get that about you.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think I'm kind of a business person or something, which is fine, like business is fine. But but really it's, it's like at SpaceX, Gwynne Shotwell is Chief Operating Officer. She kind of manages legal, finance, sales, and kind of general business activity. And then my time is almost entirely with the engineering team, working on improving the Falcon 9 and the Dragon spacecraft and developing the Mars colonial architecture. And then at Tesla, it's working on the Model 3 and some in the design studio, typically half a day a week, dealing with aesthetics and look and feel things, and then most of the rest of the week is just going through engineering of the car itself, as well as engineering of the factory.
Now, Elon says he spends 80% of his time studying engineering and design. He might be the CEO, but he understands all the details about his business. Now, what can we learn from this? Well, quite simply, spend your extra time learning about things which are going to benefit your business. Now, you might ask why? Well, quite simply, it allows you to be more competitive, and it will give you more control and understanding over your business. Now, a great example in Amazon is quite simply in your spare time, you might be learning new sourcing techniques. And by doing this, it's going to widen your ability to source great deals and hopefully speed you up. If you want to see some more information about sourcing great deals, have a look up there. I'll drop a link to some top sourcing techniques. Okay, so quick question for you guys. What do you do in your extra time? Drop it in the comments down below. I want to know what you're doing in your spare time. Now, this is uncommon as most of the time you discover your advantage. But let's watch this clip from Dallas Mavericks owner, Mark Cuban.
Now, wait a minute, are you doing that with AI
yeah,
right
absolutely.
now? What are you doing?
I've been on Amazon doing the machine learning tutorials. Right now, I'm going through, I've taken Python online classes.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. If you go in my bathroom, there's a machine learning for dummies book. I just started JavaScript, neural networks. There's a little tutorial where they've got most of the library, brain.js and all the libraries. And it's not, if you have a background in programming, it's not hard, but I'm not trying to be great at that, but I want to understand it. So I understand all the, the nuanced elements of it and how it works so that I have an advantage.
Mark plans to venture into the artificial intelligence industry. He acknowledges that he's entering a high competition industry. What he says is he can't be good at AI, but he does want to study it to help him create an advantage. Now, what can you learn from this? Now, don't go into selling on Amazon thinking you are going to be an expert, because there are going to be people who are better than you. But quite simply, go into it saying, I'm going to study as much as I can learn as much as I can, just like Mark Cuban. And what you can do is find what's working for you and take advantage of that, understanding your niche, really carving out an advantage for yourself. Top example of this is a good friend of mine, Mr. Luke Dugan, who has mastered the replenishable system to really scale his business to 6 figures a month. Now, if you want to see more about Mr. Luke Dugan, have a look up there. I'll drop an interview I did with him where he talks about his top replenishable tips to scale his Amazon business. Now, studying, learning, Mastering your art is super key, and if you are thinking about starting to sell on Amazon, we have recently launched a brand new free course to help you get started. Have a look in the description down below. There'll be a link to that. It's just going to help you start your Amazon business and hopefully create your own advantage. For our last clip, it's about companions and friends. Let's listen to Berkshire Hathaway CEO Warren Buffett.
Well, life advice is, the most important thing, aside from the things I've talked about already, is really who you associate with. You want to associate with people that are better than you are. I mean, basically, you'll go in the direction of the people that you associate with, and you want to have the right heroes. You want people, if you want to emulate somebody, you better pick very carefully who you want to emulate. And when, obviously, you can't pick your parents. They're going to have an enormous influence on you, but you don't get a choice on that. But you get choices as you go down the line, and who you admire, who you want to copy, and the most important for most people in terms of that decision is their spouse. It's also important in terms of a partner in business, but the partner in life is the most important one. You want to pick a spouse that's a little bit better than you are, and then he or she, and you hope they don't figure it out too fast.
Warren Buffett's top advice here is to surround yourself with people that you can either learn from or you can copy, and I love that. Now, what can you learn from this? Well, quite simply, in Amazon selling, if you surround yourself with great Amazon sellers, you can either learn from them, understand the industry, understand the business, maybe through things such as Facebook groups, but also as well, you can see what they're doing and copy the same methodology. Don't reinvent your wheel like I did. Now, what can you do to take action? Well, quite simply, join Facebook groups like the FastTrackFBA Facebook group. I'll drop a link down below. Watch YouTube videos like this video and many more that we release. Also as well, talk and network with other Amazon sellers. It's just going to help you learn what you need to learn. And then finally, another one you might look at is reading the Amazon seller forums. Just learning what other people are doing or having problems within their business and how they're overcoming those problems. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. Give me a thumbs up if you like that content. Again, it's something new that we're trying that's hopefully going to help you out in your Amazon business. If you want to see more of these videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And what I will say is I'm going to drop a link around here to an interview breakdown that I did of an 8-figure Amazon seller. My God, next level selling. Check that out. But for me, Thomas Parkinson and FastTrackFBA, thank you very much.